Hello, Yakri here again. Looks like this is going to take a little more than one video. So there's two other things have come up. People have an opinion on. Let's go with that. Which is that some people think that your mallet ability staggers enemies, which I don't think appears to be the case. Like maybe someone's gonna manage to get a video of it, but I just gave it a shot and couldn't see any visible stagger on enemies. I'm gonna give it a go again in this video. And some people seem to think that slower metronome is better because you'll be able to hit the buff easier, I guess. Which is sorta, kind of maybe true, maybe not true. So let's take a look at metronome really quick here. Although I'm not going to offer too much of an opinion on it because it's kind of bullshit and subjective. So this is a really fast one. I've turned off the sound for the purposes of this video. We'll need later for the mallet. So it's pretty easy to get the stealth buff, which is probably the easiest one to get, actually, in general. It's pretty easy to get the jumping buff as well, because pretty much most of the jumps you're going to be doing will be giving you take a bit. Although, you can't jump frequently enough to get a nice buff from this, so maybe this is one where a slow would be more helpful. So let's look at firing. Hopefully I won't derp out too much on this, because I'm pretty bad at actually keeping to the beat of these, fast or slow. But usually I can get the firing buff, even with an automatic weapon where it's easy to accidentally click too many times. And I got buff, no problem, right? Semi-auto on high speed is a little bit harder, I think, but hey, there we go. It's going. It's going. Cannot do it. Maybe not. I might not be good enough with semi-auto. So automatic weapons I find are a lot easier to do on high speed. Let me show you a slower song. I might actually have to go with the default clear notes. This is going to be kind of... We'll do a three-note burst, right? Three-note burst should give you the buff pretty quickly. Copy notes. Did I miss one? Alright. So 3 notes per bar. 3 notes per bar. Should be nice and easy. We'll switch to semi-automatic first. Well, anyways, for semi-auto specifically, it might work to space them slightly, but okay. Getting a lot per shot, but there's a bit of an obvious issue, I think, here. If I had a faster weapon, maybe I could shoot twice during the waves coming in, which would make it work a lot better, but you have to wait, actually, quite a bit for new waves to come in on Metronome, right? Like, it's 1 bar, it's a decent amount of time. It's not really, like, finitely a long time, but, you know, in Warframe, it's a fairly fast, frenetic-paced game, which makes it seem pretty slow. You can get invis in 1 burst, which is nice. You get it about as fast as with the high-speed one, because, of course, in this case, you have to wait for it to come in and get it instantly, whereas you can just slam on control, crouch, to get it instantly with a high-speed one. So let's look at automatic weapons. This is where I've kind of run into a lot of problems, which is that it can be easy to lose a lot of your percentage on automatic weapons with a slow beat coming in. So it ends up being actually usually a lot slower. Oh, fuck, I lost it completely. Than it is with a fast beat. Now, if you're very good at this, maybe it'll work out a little better for you. But the point isn't really to prove that one is better than the other. The point is that different speeds of on your song are going to work better or worse for different weapons. High speed ones are kind of a pain in the ass for semi-automatic, I find. Automatic, it works a little bit better if you're going at high speed. And automatic is kind of tough at slow speeds. Obviously, some weapons that fire very slowly, like bows or the ogress, are definitely going to benefit from slow speed over high speed. Well, I guess if you put enough speed on your bows, it won't really matter. But, you know, stuff that has a fairly slow firing speed, right? You're going to benefit from, like, a three-song burst. But the point is, there's not like a best thing specifically, and you can make most weapon configurations work with whatever song. Now, let's look at the stagger issue. I'm going to put on a song which has notes. I believe it has notes every single beat. Yeah. Okay. This is going to be kind of obnoxious to actually perform, because you can get killed really easily. So we're going to do some Frontier Lancers first. Alright. What? Oh, it's really hard to see here. If you watch them, they just kind of shoot at it normally. Right? They don't appear to be staggered at all. They're just firing normally, and now they're gonna kick my ass. All right. So what if we do a slow beat? Right? Will it be any different? I'm gonna have to make one from scratch really quick here, but it shouldn't be too easy. All right. So this is just our base. So we're just gonna do boom. Actually, wait. Where should we put it? Like 1, 2. There. And we'll copy those. R3. Oh, you know what? I should actually do something else first. Oh man, I wish that actually turned off in this screen. Well. Okay, so we've got ultra slow beat. 2 beats per bar is basically the minimum. I think some people said maybe like as low as 4, like 4 or less. It doesn't make any difference. Oh wait, I need some actual enemies first, don't I? Okay, so let's try this again with more Frontier Lancers. Well, other than the fact that they completely started ignoring it, they seem to be acting just as before. Prior to that, let's give this one more shot with these guys. Okay. They just keep firing and burst fire like they do normally, until they decide to aggro on me. And now they're not going to shoot it anymore. God damn. I wish this actually aggroed enemies a little bit better. It would make testing it easier for one. Yeah, like, so it's slow, they don't seem to get staggered at all. At fast, they don't seem to get staggered at all. I can't see any difference in the way that they're behaving towards it, other than the fact that they sometimes just de-aggro it. It might be that they only aggro it on the beat. So anyway, point of this video is, that... What is it? The metronome. Metronome speed is basically subjective and kind of goes to your preference. Some specific weapons are going to have trouble with it, especially if you don't like bind automatic weapons to single fire by like clicking down your mouse wheel or something like that. I was trying this earlier with the Soma Prime, and it's just fucking impossible on a slow metronome speed to actually get a multi-shot proc. On fast, it's pretty easy, mainly because you accidentally fire some extra shots and they'll partially count towards building your multiplier sometimes. But it's kind of whatever. And there is no difference in Mallet. Like, double confirming. Mallet's fucking the same for every beat. It doesn't matter. You can have notes all the time. You can have gaps. You can not have gaps. Doesn't matter. There is no stagger on the ability. Alright. Thank you for watching.